What's up, everyone? Welcome back for another video. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, you're awesome. Let's get into today's video, which is kind of a continuation from the last Jeep video because I just never did the other side. So what we're dealing with today again is door handles. Let's look at the other side. Right here, so fresh and so clean. Works great. Awesome. I think I forgot to mention in the other video that I sent the retainer clip flying across the garage when I did the driver's side. So I ordered backups from Amazon. Got those ready to go. Already reinstalled it. We're back on here. No issues. So we're just kind of trying to refresh this vehicle, make it almost into like a daily driver, but some of the things you need to refresh it. We have these new pads for these bars. It looks like I have to take like this bar off over here just to remove the tag. And I got to fix this bikini top because it came undone from up here. So when we're driving, that flops around, but stuff like that. Let me try to get this thing changed out, which was absolute torture. So if next time you see me, I look like an absolute mess, it was being a pain in the ass again. That went about 100 times better than it did last time. Door handle, looking fantastic. Working great. Good job. Take a look at the old ones. This was the passenger side one. It's just hard to even move. As it came off, I think it bent more, and obviously it looks like complete crap. So we're in business. Sport bar covers. Let's mess with this. I am taking a look at this. Well, I got to take everything out of this packaging just to see what's there. But these bars here, I don't think I have the tool to do that. So hopefully I don't need to, hopefully I could do it without removing this bolt right here. Because if you look, it's like a Torx bit, but it has the extra thing in the middle. So I don't think I have any bit for that to take that out. So we'll see. Hopefully we could do it without taking that out. There's a couple bolts on the front, like the windshield, that the bar looks like it's connected in over there. There's no zipper on it for this front one. So we're just gonna take this apart and start messing with it. So looking at it, we got two of these, which might be this bar in the front, which has a zipper on it. So I might just cut the other ones off after we get to that spot. There's two of these that have a little arc to it, which are probably these back bars over here. This long one here is probably the crossbar that goes from here to the other side. Some other pieces to cover it and a bunch of foam, which I don't know where that goes, so we're gonna figure it out together. We're gonna like loosely follow the directions here. I already took off the bars on the back, which it looks cool without them, but we're gonna throw the new ones back on. But pretty sure these are gonna have to get cut off, because now I'm looking at it, the new ones, wherever they are, the new ones that go on have a zipper on it, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna have to worry about dealing with this. I don't know if there's a piece for the speaker section. That might be there also, so just gonna take it slowly and not do anything that's not reversible. So cutting these off is a definite, because that's there, and then these have holes in it, which would correspond with these pieces here, so that's gonna get cut off. Let's do that. Got all the pads off all the bars. The one on the like speaker panel thing seems to be a little bit more in depth, so I'm just gonna leave that padding on for now, even though I kind of undid everything. I did the two bolts. There's one here and under here somewhere. Then the whole thing slides back, so then you can get to these bars. So what we're gonna do now is, next step in the instructions is something about the Velcro strips that have to go on the side of that. So I actually took the seatbelt off completely to take the pads off, and then I put them back just because I didn't want to destroy them, because I wanted to be able to figure out which is which when it comes to these foam stuff. And one thing I noticed with my car is there's a little retainer clip on the top. It's broken off on this side, so this one doesn't really hold on that well. So hopefully when we put the covers on for the bars and it zips tight, it should hold it in tight, nice and tight. But driver's side, there's no issue with that. So it's easier than I thought, actually, but I had to take the seatbelt back off to get that. Actually, I don't think I had to because this looks like it was Velcro, so I took the seatbelt off again for no reason. But anyway, no big deal. One thing that I did mess up with was I didn't pay attention if there was a hole for this thing here, and I think this mount is for the soft top. Someone that's actually familiar with Jeeps would actually be able to let me know better, but I think this is for the soft top. These things, and it snaps into there. So I don't know if I want to cut the fabric to make that go on, or unzip it and unbolt it. I should probably just unbolt it, right? Let's unbolt it. So this whole project actually isn't that bad. I think this sound bar, I got to see where the one wire is on the other side going. I might just take it off. Maybe I'll just bring it to the storage unit just to leave it off for now, because this piece is very cruddy, and there's not a piece that came with this Bestop sport bar cover thing, so it's gonna look a little crappy. And I did already pull the zipper apart. There was no little zipper handle thing. It's very dusty and cruddy, so might just get rid of that. I don't know yet. The main hoop is on. Hoop is on. This is where that thing was. It's off now, so a little stretch to that side. No big deal. Looks good. Probably not going to remember these pieces if I ever put a soft top back on, but that'll be a problem for another time. That'll be for future Chris. All we got to do now is put the things for these bars on and things for these bars, but I'm going to do the front ones and then figure out how that's going to come off. Probably should have took it off before I zipped up the other side because the wire runs down that side. Let me take a look. Hopefully it's just a clip and I could hide it within the padding over there. It appears as if the rear bars are the same process, but there's an extra little pad to cover up the gap that's left there from not reinstalling the sound bar or speaker bar, whatever they call it. Got a little access here. What I'm going to do is actually just trim that off with scissors. Then we're going to lay this up there. I took off this other thing and it appears as if they actually have a cutout for it, so maybe I'll just throw it back on. I stand corrected. That extra cutout that's there is for the rear seat belts, which I took out. That's why I didn't remember that. That's what that was there for. All right, and that's it. So the bars are on. Let's look how crappy and unfaded these look. These have seen better days. Now, awesome door handle. Got the one up there. Put our little grab handles back on. One's going across. Look good. Sound bar is off. We might look into replacing that if possible, because this thing looks like complete crap. And the zipper was completely broken off, actually. This just looks like crap. I don't know if you could get a cover. I'm going to look for it. If not, I'll try to figure out how to make that better, I guess. I think they sell some sort of like fabric spray paint and stuff like that, so maybe we'll wind up doing that. But that's on. This is a little extra cover they give you to cover that up. Back bars look good. A little wrinkly. I don't know if those are ever going to come out, but it doesn't really matter to me because it's nice and clean. And let's squeeze back here. The sound bar was just in with the clip, so the wire is going up in here, and I just sandwiched it in here out of the way so it's not hanging, and roll on. Not bad. Not bad at all. If you're watching this video and your Jeep TJ needs new sport bar covers also, I'm going to put a link down below from Amazon, because these can be bought on Amazon. So I'm going to leave that link down below. If you're going to buy them, use that link. It helps me out, and I'll give you a thumbs up. A couple other things that we're going to eventually do. We got to find a new bikini top, because one of the, it's a little stretched out, a little dirty looking, which we could probably clean, maybe pressure wash it or something. But one of the clips, I think the one that goes over, I think the one that clips up over here in this area is broken. So we can't get it super tight. And last time we were driving, it actually worked this way loose, and then the front part like flapped up and was flapping in the wind. So we'll see if we could get that on tight. The new one, we just looked to go buy a new one, and they're back ordered about 12 weeks. So not sure what we're gonna do with that. At this point, might as well just wait another couple weeks and just try to get this one to work, because what's the difference at that point? So this little Jeep TJ restoration is coming along just fine. Just got to build up the motivation here and there to do projects, because today my watch says it's 106 degrees out, which it might sound completely ridiculous, but it is also a very dry heat, desert heat. So it's not that bad, to be honest. I had the garage doors open. There was a little bit of a breeze, and I wasn't dripping sweat. I mean, I was definitely sweating, but it wasn't dripping like humid East Coast temperatures. Then there's a couple things I want to tackle soon that, like I'm saying, I got to build up the motivation to do it. The rear main seal on this engine is leaking. I do have the kit. I have the oil pan gasket and the rear main seal sitting in the closet over there. The transmission is leaking from somewhere. I got to figure that out. When we first got the truck, the axle was leaking on the passenger side, the front one. It's not leaking anymore, which might just mean it's low on oil, which is also not a good thing. I should probably check that at some point. Valve cover gasket is another common thing that leaks on these things, which could be fixed sometimes with just retorquing it down for my research, but I'll probably just buy a new one of those. The starting issue, which is something to do with the fuel tank. If I remember correctly, it's something like the anti-drip back valve or something like that in the fuel pump assembly. So I need a whole new one of those. This thing makes a couple more like weird noises that I'm like trying to figure out. Something with the steering. Let's see. I don't know if that sounds like it's a little high up. It might just be something between the firewall and stuff. But also when I go to pull out of the driveway, I can't tell if it's from the rear or the front, but it makes some weird like clicking noise that I thought was with the steering, but it could just be like maybe a bushing shot in the back that I gotta just do a once over on everything. But other than that, it's coming along. I think I'm gonna get a new steering rack thing, whatever this thing's called back here. Like this steering box, which turns all the steering. Probably get a new one of those just to help tighten everything up. It is a Jeep Wrangler, and they do handle like complete trash. So there's that to deal with. But other than that, I'm excited with this project. Turning this into a semi-daily driver is coming along. So far it's been reliable with every trip we've taken. I mean, we've only taken really short trips, so we haven't had to worry that much about it. Anything catastrophic. Then I do want to film like a little update video on the 190E here. So if you've been following along for the 190E content, I'm gonna get cracking with that again. If you've just in this video right now and you want to know the deal with that car, I'm gonna make a video about that. So hit that subscribe button. So you don't miss any content on that. So that's it for me. Hit that like button. Leave some comments down below, especially like if you're a Jeep owner and you know what that little steering noise is, to help me narrow it down and stuff like that. Hit that like button. I will see you guys in the next one. Subscribe again, and peace out. Jeep.